for the others, if that's okay. Pardon? Oh, no, don't worry, there's nothing there. I'm only here. No, I'm not recording any of you, it's just here. No, I think David had that on when I came in. I didn't know it existed. He said it's been there for years. I was like, oh, that's good for a movie night, isn't it? Right then, guys, so lovely to be back. It feels like ages, but I think it's because so much has been happening as well. You know, my daughter get married, my cousin get married, me jumping on a plane and heading to Athens, you know, after a split with my boyfriend. So yeah, it's been tumultuous, I think would be the word. But I think we've all gone through a lot of stuff the past few weeks, all of us. In different ways, and sometimes, you know, like I speak about the planets a lot of the time, and the blueprint, like when we're born, we have this blueprint of where the planets are aligned. So each person has a different blueprint, but it's not like this is going to happen to you in your life. We're told that where these planets are, we can just be oblivious to it, which most people are, or we can look at it and work with our planets and work with, so Saturn is the planet that's been restricting us last year and this year. There's been a very Saturnian, and where Saturn lies in your chart, in your natal chart, is where your challenges lie, where there's going to be blockages in a sense, but also that's your opportunity to evolve. So if you do your Saturn, you're doing life well. Okay, so it's very, very interesting. So at the moment, we are now like going into Scorpio season, which it represents darknesses, like shadow work. It's sexuality, all the kind of like secrets. So things are being revealed. People's truths or untruths are starting to be revealed. There's a lot of weird and underhand shit coming out, you know, sorry for swearing. But it's very interesting. The past few weeks, a lot of the planets have been retrograde, so they've been going backwards, which means we have to redo things, rethink things. Things have been coming up from our past, okay? And if we don't transmute them, it's stuff that we're going to have to deal with again another time in our life. So if you have dealt with some stuff, Mercury in retrograde has been a right little bugger for me, I must admit, and that represents communication, travel, all that sort of stuff. So now it's moving forward, so you can feel there's a bit of momentum happening with our lives, but we still don't know where we're going. Yeah, so we're just trying to regroup. But just now we're processing. So I thought there's been lots of heavy stuff going on, that we're going to do some of my fun Kundalini stuff, so go with it. If you've never practiced it, most of you guys have done this with me before. Really raises your vibrational frequency, gets your aura nice and big, which means negative external circumstances can't affect us as much. And then we're going to go into a little bit of a hatha flow stuff, so just to settle you, ground you. And I've got a really lovely, settling tantric meditation for you, for your relaxation. Okay, so let's go into it. So straight into it, this one is a cry out for to withstand the pressure of time. So it's anti-aging as well, okay? So, so all you're doing here is you can close your eyes if you like, and you just got to move it back. You know, sometimes you feel like you want to do this. You know, like sometimes we want to throw our hands up in the air, and but we can't because we've got to try and be normal. So it's actually okay to go wild here. Nice deep breaths. And this helps to transmute any like emotions, any tension in our body that we hold on to. Just really give it heaps. We can all be weirdos together. It's fine. Take share your comfort zone a little bit. You're like, oh God, what are we doing? Why did I come tonight? She's so weird. You can spot the ravers in the room. There's a few actually, I know that. Okay, and then you're going to stand up here, and then this is like if you're doing your fast walking. And it looks strange, but just keep doing your fast walking. That's very good for you. My neck is slots. You'll probably hear some knees tapping. Mine will. So here we go, and then I'll hear my cup of tea swooshing around as well. So this is all this. This is just really working through crap that we're holding on to. So there's very much science to this method to the madness, this science attached. We're working with chemicals in the body. And I think we all need a bit of feeling silly and moving our body like this because we've been holding ourselves together the past few weeks, I think. A lot of us. And if we've not been holding ourselves together, we've been holding other people up and together. Okay? And then from here, coming into cross-legged position, hands together, and then breathing in, twisting to the left, breathing out, twist to the right, dynamically. Breathing in, hold the breath, engage the glutes. So pulling in the pelvic floor muscles, pulling in the lower abdominal muscles. Bring your awareness to your eyebrow center. Exhale to release. Moving onto your hands and knees, and then you're going to lift up your right leg. And as you exhale, slowly lower your forehead down. Inhale to come back up. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Keep going. Swapping legs, let's do the other side. And as you can see, Kundalini Yoga does feel weird, but it's fine and dandy. We're all being weird together. This is stimulating your third eye. Sixth chakra, Ajna chakra. This is your wisdom, your intuition, your psychic abilities. And that is also something that's represented within the zodiac sign of Scorpio too. Okay, and then from here, coming up, and Kundalini Yoga sometimes expects you to be superheroes and but so I'm not expecting you to do the camel 55 times, okay? So I'm going to modify it a little bit. So we're not going into full camel because we've not warmed ourselves up. You're basically just taking your hands either here or here, okay? It's what works for you. This one really stretches out your fingers. It's really good for that achy, like arthritic kind of feeling you might have if you're as old as me. So you're inhaling and exhaling, just slowly, not putting too much pressure. If you've got neck issues, you're looking forwards, and you're just moving gently backwards and forwards. And I'm not going to make you do this 55 times, just in case you're a little bit worried there. But this helps to release fear, and it opens up in the heart center. We've been kind of protecting our hearts a little bit recently as well. Then from here, sitting on your heels, dominant hand underneath the passive hand, palms touching, don't worry if you got the dominant hand. Close your eyes, come into your breath, be aware of your breath, smooth out any rough edges. Start to become aware of your heart center, energy that you've just built in your heart. Okay, and then this next part, you're lying on your back and your knees are tucked in. You can have your hands underneath your bottom, palms facing down. Protect your back if you need to. Your chin is tucked in, shoulders are relaxed. And then with your breath, you're going to lift your legs up, bring your legs down so they're straight, and then draw your knees in. So whatever feels natural with your breath, instead of me telling you how you should breathe, you end up sometimes getting stuck in your own mind thinking, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Your breath will naturally come to you. It's a bit like children know how to move properly into asana postures. We kind of socially unlearn things just to try and fit in. So just really allow your intuition to guide you with your breath here. Okay. And then the next part to this, you're going to hold on to give yourself a wee hug here. You're just going to curl round, like hugging yourself and curl round, just really giving yourself a nice wee hug. You can even put your hands onto your heart, or you can keep hugging yourself. Keep your shoulders and your jaw relaxed. Smooth out the breath. And then from here, this is where you can modify, okay? So what you're supposed to do, when I demonstrate, I always make a complete fool of myself because I don't have the strongest of stomach muscles here. So what you're supposed to do is hand on your heart, exhaling to come back, inhaling to come up, exhaling back. But if you find that that's too much for you, use your hands to help you get up. It's not cheating. Work with your own body, okay? And this is helping to strengthen Manipura chakra in your solar plexus. It's a color yellow, or it's a burning flame. It's your personal power, your self-esteem, it's your relationship with yourself. You need a bit of fire in your bellies right now. The clocks have changed, everything is dark and cold and wet. You need some fire. When you think Scorpio is a fire sign, it's actually a water sign. And then from here, lying on your back, just in a short Shavasana, hands facing upwards, feet slightly turned out. Close your eyes, allow any tension, any worries just to melt down into the earth. Just allow that energy to calibrate, to marinate. And then draw your knees into your belly. Either go onto your right side and try to push yourself up, or rock yourself up to seated position. And then we're going to move into our flow practice. So we're going to begin by just dropping your right ear down to your right shoulder. Close your eyes and breathe into that left side of your neck. Draw the belly button back towards the spine. Smooth the breath out. Be aware of the spine lengthening. And be aware of your sit bones on the ground, grounding and connecting, making you feel supported. Take your head back up to center. Drop your left ear down towards your left shoulder, breathing into that right side of your neck. Smoothing the breath out. Take your head back up to center. And if you don't have neck issues, you're going to look over, well, if you've got neck issues, do this mindfully. But you're going to look over your right shoulder. And as you inhale, allow the ribcage to lift and expand. As you exhale, it's going to contract and go back down. So you're really going to open up your lungs here and really oxygenate your body. We tend to, if we're feeling a little bit anxious or stressed, we breathe really shallowly. And we naturally tend to only use a third of our lungs. And then looking over your other shoulder, keeping the shoulders relaxing, back and down, lengthen through the spine, and really work with opening up the lungs. Take your head back to center, and again, being mindful of your neck. If you've got neck issues, be very careful here. Take your head back, and you're going to imagine that you're breathing in and out through the front of your throat, the color blue. This is the color of the Vishuddha chakra. Communicating well, asserting yourself, speaking your truth. I'm actually allergic to the color blue, or blue dyes, weirdly enough. There's always one. And then take your head back to center. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your neck. And then you're going to
Your elbows are pointing towards the wall in front of you. Tuck your chin into Jalandhar Bandha. Engage Mula Bandha pelvic floor muscles. Engage your lower abdominal muscles, Uddiyana Bandha. And as you inhale, visualize that you're breathing a white light from the base of your spine all the way up the spine to the crown of the head. Exhale, draw that white light all the way back down. So keep working with this breathing technique, really building the prana to move up and down through the main energy center here. Sushumna channel. So we're really getting rid of any stagnant energy that might be hanging around and loitering in our bodies. Gently releasing, open your eyes, it's perfectly normal to feel a bit spaced out. It's quite nice feeling actually. And then rolling your head round, very carefully, breathing into any tightness. And always grown-ups, we tend to have a bit of tightness in this area. And land the other way. You might even hear some cracking or creaking. Sometimes it's just the fascia, the connective tissue that's holding everything together. And then take your head back to center. Let's shrug away worries. Breathe in, breathe out. And if only it was easy as that. We can at least try, can't we? And then rolling your shoulders back in big circles. So it's the new moon in Scorpio on Thursday. That's when we manifest and we set intentions. So it's time to really start thinking about what we need to let go of so then we can move forwards with intentions. What do we really want in our life? What have we recently let go of? So you can move your shoulders forwards as well. Okay, and then palms are facing each other. Your shoulders are relaxed. Engage Mula Bandha, pelvic floor muscles. Inhale to twist the left, exhale, twist the right. Inhale. Hold the breath, engage your blocks, so pulling in these pelvic floor muscles, the lower abdominal muscles. Again, bring the awareness to the eyebrow center. Really concentrating the energy within our bodies. Exhaling to release. And then from here, with our breath, we're just going to move from side to side. It doesn't matter which side you move to. So again, use your kind of intuitiveness to connect into your intuitiveness about which breath you should use and what feels right and what doesn't feel right. So you're trying to come out your head and into your heart. Coming back to center. If you've got knee issues, you're going to stay there. Otherwise, you're going to sit on your heels. If your heels are ankle shouting, you come back to cross-legged position. If you are sitting on your heels, you're stimulating meridian points. It's good for a sluggish system. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathe in to open up in the heart and the throat. Exhale to curve the spine down to feel the chin out. So breathing in to bring your chest and throat forwards and breathe out to the other way. So really connect your breath and your body here. So the breath is a bridge to the mind is a bridge to the soul. You can even imagine the color green in your heart center. This is love, compassion, forgiveness towards others and to yourself. We really need more love and support in our lives right now, I think. Place your hands onto your shoulders, breathe in the left, breathe out the right. Breathing in, hold the breath, engage your body, bring the awareness to Ajna, Ajna chakra, third eye. It's the color violet or purple. Exhaling to release. Coming back to cross-legged position. We're moving into sloppy grinding, keeping your shoulders relaxed with big circles, giving our internal organs a nice sweet massage here. And I was given a cocktail called slippery nipple on Thursday. Oh, my internal organs still don't feel right. And don't recommend them at all. Tell you, I'm sorry, it's not very yogic of me to speak about slippery nipples during a oh, horrific. I only had one, and it was just so horrible. It's like my organs haven't forgiven me since. So just thought I'd share that with you. Keeping it real. So so hopefully your organs are feeling nice and perky. So get your feet together into Baddha Konasana. Interlace your fingers over your toes. Inhale to lengthen through the spine and exhaling to fold. So you can allow your spine to round if you like. We're doing the yin way as opposed to the Hatha Yoga way where we try and keep our spine aligned to allow the prana to flow. Here we're just exhaling and letting go. And this is letting go of any stress, worries, thoughts that aren't helpful or useful. Sometimes we have to step out of our own way and think to ourselves, is this true? Or is this something that we were taught when we were children that are no longer useful to us? You know, so things that might have been triggering or cropping up recently, just let it go. You don't need to hold on to that baggage anymore. Every exhale, we just don't need any more rubbish. We're perfectly fine as we are. Just breathe acceptance into where you are in your body and in your life. In this moment, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Inhaling to come all the way back up. And then coming back to cross-legged position, let's move into Gomukasana, the pose that makes you radiant. So you're either going to take your right foot to the front of that left shin, or take it over the bent left knee, or you can take each foot to either side. And if you do have blocks and you really want to, you can pop a block underneath your sit bone. As long as your knees, your ankles aren't screaming at you, it's all good. Take your right arm all the way up to the sky. Take it down the back, and the left arm is coming underneath the triangle block. So you're opening up in that right armpit, tuck the chin in, draw the crown of the head up to the heavens, engage Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor muscles. Inhale to open up, exhale, let go. So Wednesday, tomorrow, we're really moving toward the balsamic moon. This is the dark moon. It's really important to let go. When the moon is at the most darkest point, that's when that's our germination stage. It's when we can go kind of underground and just be. Gently releasing, take your arms out in front of you. And then we're moving into Garudasana arms, eagle arms. Your right arm's coming underneath. Try and wrap around the left arm. If you don't have shoulder issues, lift the elbows up. Engage Mula Bandha. Smooth out the breath. Either staying here, or some of you might even want to fold forwards to really open up the stretch. Just be mindful of your shoulders. This is a good one as well if you hold a lot of tension in your shoulders here. And working with hip openers as well, which is what we're doing, is also quite nurturing. It's stimulating the second chakra, Svadhisthana chakra, which is our joy in life for creativity and emotions. It's our one-to-one relationships. It's the colour orange. Inhaling to come all the way back up. Coming back to cross-legged position. And then you're going to get that left foot, either put it in front of the right shin, or over the knee, or feet to either side. Just make sure you're not sitting in your ankles and they're not shouting at you. Yes, just be careful. So your left arm's coming all the way up to sky. Take it down your back, and the right arm's coming underneath to try and hold on. Don't worry if you're not there yet. Opening up in that left armpit. Draw your head all the way up to heaven. Engage Mulabandha, pelvic floor muscles. Something's very good for all of us, especially if you've had children. So breathing into it, opening up that left armpit. As you inhale, open up. As you exhale, let go. So the past moon cycle, the past 4 weeks, what lessons have you learned that you need to think what's not working for you anymore? What do you need to actually let go of? It could be things, people, emotions, thoughts. And we've all got them. And then release. Take your arms out in front of you. You can feel that nice warmth in your shoulders now. Left arm's coming underneath to wrap around that right arm. Lifting the elbows up, engaging Mulabandha. Either stay here or something I want to fold forwards. But do this mindfully. You don't want any shoulders being, because your shoulders are a little bit more unstable than your hips. Saying that because I've got a shoulder that pops from an old war wound. And then coming all the way back up. Okay, let's unravel ourselves and move onto our hands and knees. Okay, I really do think it's a day to wag our bushy tails. So imagine you've got a nice big bushy tail you want to show off. Go and show off your big bushy tails. It's always good to do hands feel. Oh, very nice. Okay. And then you're going to nice big deep breath and circling your hips. Now again, this is balancing out the second chakra, this emotions, this all our creativity and our joy. Round the other way. And you'll find if you are feeling emotional or a little bit vulnerable, your hips won't be opening as well. If you get a yoga class and you're doing something, you're like, I normally can do that. Sometimes your body's just holding on a little bit there. So coming back to neutral spine, inhaling to curve your spine, your gaze is upwards. Exhaling to curve your spine the other way, your gaze as if you're able engaging Uddiyana Bandha. Inhaling to curve your spine to go one way and exhale to go the other. So keep going. Again, really trying to connect the breath and the body here. Really smoothing out the breath and finding your own rhythm. This is really good for anyone that suffers from lower back issues. You've got lower back issues, don't you?
Yes.
This is lower issues. Just issues.
Yeah, yes.
Well, I'll talk about it. So let's find the drishti points or gaze points. Lifting up your right leg. Reach back with your left hand, your opposite hand, drawing your shoulders away from your ears, turn to the roof of your mouth. Finding your breath, smoothing it out. Again, this is another one that stretches out the psoas muscle. It's your muscle of your soul. Spelled with a P, the psoas muscle, which is very interesting.
I was looking at my hair.
Me too. I think we all read our silly Facebook things with a messy bun, unless you've got skin hair, I suppose. So then you're stretching out to the fingertips, stretching out through your toes, tuck your chin in, and breathe energy into that right side of your pelvis. We're really trying to heal that space today as well. Drop your left hand on your right foot, turn to your right arm's coming all the way up to the sky. Either staying there, or you're straightening both legs, stacking one on top of the other. Or if you like, you can bend that top leg and take your right arm over, really stretching that right side of the body. So lateral stretches give you hope and enthusiasm, which again, we're looking for as well. Hopefully we'll be leaving here feeling far better than we did when we first came in. And then slowly coming back down onto your hands and knees, find your drishti point, the gaze point. Checking in with yourself, seeing where you're at. And then lifting up your left leg. Reach back your right hand,
Trying to hold on to that foot or ankle. Draw the shoulders away from your ears, tongue to the roof of your mouth, smoothing the breath out. Stretching out to the fingertips, stretching out to the toes, tucking the chin and breathing into that left side of your pelvis. Dropping your right hand and your left foot, turn to the left arm's coming all the way up to the sky. Either staying there, or straightening both legs, stacking one on top of the other for Vibrational, or you can bend that top leg and take the left arm over. Just be fine with where you are today. That lovely stretch along the side body really makes us feel good. We tend to just move forwards and back. We don't really kind of work sideways. And then gently coming back down onto your hands and knees. So let's spread our fingers apart, pressing down with the base of them to really connect into the earth. Curl your toes under, lift up with the hips and press back with the heels. We're moving into downward facing dog, so you can begin to pedal your feet to warm up your hamstrings and your calves. And then staying on the balls of your feet, you're going to inhale to bring your body forwards into upward facing dog. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Breathing out to come back into down dog. So breathing in to come forwards and breathing out to go back. And you can modify if you like. So you're coming down onto your knees if you want to modify. Exhaling to sit back and inhaling to come forwards with the shoulders relaxed. So this is just really about trying to warm up the lower part of your spine, your lumbar spine. If you're working with the down dog, up dog, we're also strengthening the upper body and helping with bone stacking, so it's preventing osteoporosis as well. From here, we're coming back into downward facing dog. Take your feet together. Inhale, lifting up your right leg, bend your knee, open up the hip, looking over your left shoulder, either staying there, or some of you might want to come all the way over and be a wild thing with me. So opening up your hips and your heart. Slowly coming back into down dog, take your feet together. Inhale, lift up your left leg, bend your knee, open up your hip, looking over your right shoulder, either staying there or bringing yourself over and being a wild thing. Slowly coming back into down dog. Inhale, take your right foot forward, drop your left knee at the top of the left foot. Arms all the way up to the sky, opening up your heart again. Inhale to open up, exhale, hands to heart center. Keep going. And then from here, you're going to take your left elbow to the outside edge, your right thigh, palms together, looking over that right shoulder. You can either stay there or take the left hand down to the pinky toe and the right arms going up to the sky. This really gives your internal organs a nice wee massage as well. Twists are really great for bringing balance into the body, but they're really quite detoxifying as well. They also bring tension out your body. Gently releasing, place your hands to the inside of the foot, walk the foot out a little bit, dip your hips, and just come forward as far as your body is happy with you too. So there's no judgment of your body. Just again, with every exhale, allow yourself to let go. Make sure you're not holding on in the shoulders or the jaw, or even in the pelvis. Inhaling to slowly come back up, walk that foot in a little bit, hands at either side, curl the back toes under, push up into downward facing dog. And again, checking in with yourself, see where you're at. Inhale, take your left foot forwards, drop the right knee, the top of the right foot, and the arms all the way up to the sky. Inhale to open up the heart. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep going. So again, you can even visualize the color green in your heart area. From here, you're going to get your right elbow to the outside edge, your left thigh, hands together, looking over that left shoulder.
Either stay there, or you can take that right hand down to the pinky toe and the left arm going up to the sky. Feeling the belly against the inner thigh. Just like a slight massage in your internal organs. Gently releasing, place your hands to the inside of the foot, walk the foot out a little bit, dip your hips, slowly coming forwards, and just breathing acceptance into where you are. With every exhale, you let go. Inhaling, slowly come back up, walk that foot in a little bit, hands at either side, curl the back toes under, feet up, downward facing dog. And then from here, you're going to inhale, take your right foot forward, swivel the back foot, bend the front knee, moving all the way up into Vibrational 1, Warrior 1. So you're heel to heel and your hips are squared and facing forward. Pressing down with the outside edge of the back foot, front big toe. Inhale to straighten, exhale to bend. Keep going. The next exhale, keep the knee bent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Keep going. This is really helping to oxygenate your bodies. This is quite helpful with the insomnia as well. It really works your intercostal muscles. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Reach back, either hold onto the elbows, the palms together, reverse namaste. Inhale, open up your heart. And exhale, folding forward. Drawing the belly button back towards the spine. This is Parsvattanasana, or when I teach children, this is the magic elf. So you could be a magic elf if you really wanted to. Drop the left hand down to the inside of that right foot and lift that right arm up to the sky. You can either keep looking down at the toes if you're wobbling, or you can turn to look up to your right fingertip. So this is a variation of revolved triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Inhale to unravel, lengthening through the spine. Exhale to fold, and then inhaling, coming up, leading with the thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti, and then arms down your side. Close your eyes, checking in yourself. Be aware of your feet connecting to the earth. Come back to your breath. See the energy flowing through your body, around your body, and then come into your heart center. From here, let's do the other side. So stepping back, that right foot, so you're heel to heel, and your hips are facing forwards, pressing down the outside edge of the back foot, front big toe, arms all the way up to the sky. Inhale to straighten, exhale to bend. Keep going. On your next exhale, keep the knee bent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades together. And keep going. Inhaling to straighten that front leg. Reach back, either hold the elbows, the palms together. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhaling to fold forwards to be a wee magic elf. Draw your belly button back towards the spine. Smoothing the breath out. And then taking your right hand down to the inside of the left foot, and the left arm going up to the sky. Either the gaze is down to the toes or up to these left fingertips, depending on how your cervical spine, the back of your neck is for you. It's not about the shape, it's not about how great you're looking on the mat. This is about more the function of the pose here. Inhale to unravel, lengthening through the spine. Exhale to fold, and then inhale, come all the way up, lead it with your thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart center, stepping forwards. Then arms down by your side into Tadasana, mountain pose. Close your eyes. Feel the connection of your feet to the earth. Feel the prana flow through your body. Coming into your heart center again. Just feel the aliveness there. Don't worry if you can't, it's opened as well. There's no rights or wrongs. Okay? And then from here, you're going to open your hands. Let's do a bit of balancing. So let's be trees. Let's be a little tree. So you're going to take your right foot to your left ankle, either stay there, or take it to your calf, or to your inner thigh, or to your half lotus. Whatever feels right for you. Hands to your heart center, arms all the way up the sky. Come through with your mouth to help you balance. You can either stay there, or if you've got your foot in half lotus, you can fold forwards. So wherever you're at, just be okay with where you are. So if you're folded in half lotus, this is really good for your menstrual cycle, your reproductive organs. I don't have a menstrual cycle or reproductive organs, but I still quite like doing those. So too much information. So left fingertips into mudra. Right hand's going to reach back to hold on to that right foot. And let's flow forwards and be superheroes. Which is always nice as well. So opening up your opening up in the spine. It's only Tuesday, you see, but it takes a while to settle into the week. That's what it's all about. So then from here, you can come take your feet down, really connect into the earth again. Feel the difference. Okay, and then let's do the other side. So the left foot to the right ankle, stay there if you're having a wobbly day, or take it to the calf, or to the inner thigh, or to the half lotus. Hands to your heart centers, arms all the way up to the sky. So either stand there, or some of you are folding forwards. Inhaling to slowly coming all the way back up. And then taking your right fingertips into mudra, left hand's going to reach back, that left foot. Flowing forwards, let's be superheroes. Must admit, I was watching, I've got the Marvel, I've got the Disney Channel for my granddaughter. I've been really enjoying Loki, that's the series. It's actually quite good if you like superheroes. Loki, he's the god of mischief. That's maybe why I like it. And then release it. So coming into Tadasana again, feel the energetic flow, connecting your feet into the earth. And don't worry if you can't, but it's really great to visualize. So you can visualize that you're letting any stagnant energy, anything that's not useful, release it down into the earth, right down to the core. And then as you inhale, really feel that you're breathing healing, positive energy coming up from your feet into your body and spreading all the way around your body, giving you healing, love, light, intelligence. From here, we're going to move to the front of our mats. Inhale, take your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhaling to fold forwards. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, step back to plank pose. Hands directly underneath the shoulders, tuck the chin in, press back with the heels. So again, you're going to visualize that burning flame at your navel point. Let's burn away anything we're holding on to. We're really working hard at that tonight. Drop the knees, drop the chest, drop the pelvis. So relaxing the shoulders, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the elbows in, make sure you're not holding tension in your bottom. Moving into a mini cobra flow. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, come all the way up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, all the way back down. So inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, stay there. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. So keep working with this. Do a few in your own time. And then from here, stack the hands in front of you, rest your forehead down. Relaxing any tension, giving it back down into the earth. Feel the different parts of your body that are connected to the earth right now. And then gently moving up onto your knees. We're going to inhale, take your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale to fold forwards, back to the hands and the kidneys, resting the forehead down onto the ground. Inhale all the way up. Exhaling all the way forward. So again, close your eyes, find your own rhythm. Gently moving into a squatting position, Malasana. Take your arms out in front of you, resting your head down. This is a great one for your adrenals. If you're feeling anxious or stressed, this is a good go-to. And then down onto your bottoms and take your legs out in front of you. So you can bend your knees slightly if you need to here. Take your hands over your toes. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, flattening that lower part of the back. Exhale to fold forward, bend your knees if you need. Breathing in to come up. And breathe out to fold. So instead of being rigid, like we're always told we're supposed to be, move like a wave. So move naturally like a wave, you flow it to move it. And then in your next exhale, coming into Paschimottanasana, your seated forward bend, breathing light into the back body, receiving healing into your heart chakra. Inhaling to come all the way back, just feeling the difference. And then from here, you're lying on your back, arms down by your sides, tuck the chin in, tuck the heels into your bottom, feet your hip width apart, moving into a dynamic Setu Bandhasana. As you inhale, the hips are coming up and so the arms over your head. As you exhale, your hips and your arms are coming all the way back down. So inhaling, bring everything up. And exhale, coming all the way back down. So really smooth out the breath, bring awareness into each individual vertebrae as you slowly come down. And then gently drawing your knees into your belly, giving yourselves a nice big hug. Then opening your arms out like wings. And as you exhale, you drop in the knees to right, looking to the left. Inhale, bring your knees back up to center. Exhale, knees to the left and then to the right. Keep going, smoothing it out. So Jatara Parivartasana. So you're giving your lower back a nice massage as well. It's going to help to stop any sort of spasming. We've not done much back bending, but sometimes if you do forward bending, you can get a little bit of spasming in Shavasana. But tonight we're speaking more about, let's give ourselves a bit of nurturing. Bring your knees back up to center. Take your hands to the outside of your feet into happy baby pose, pushing the feet down and really trying to connect your sacrum, the lower part of your back, into the earth. And then releasing. And fine. You're getting yourself nice and comfy, ready for your well-deserved Shavasana relaxation. If you're not cozy enough, pop your jumpers on, your socks on. Make sure you're going to be really nice and warm, as I'm going to talk you through this nice relaxation. I'm going to switch off the display cabinet. Definitely school lights. How much does it? Maybe I'll put the school cabinet on and switch off the school lights. Just get nice and comfortable. Just making sure you make any last kind of movements and allow yourself to melt down. So this relaxation is dedicated to embracing our power, giving us confidence to speak your truth, and being empowered by nature to be your true self. It's just really remembering who you are. So bring your full attention into the space in front of the closed eyes and look into the space where dreams appear at night and see yourself walking through a beautiful forest on a warm spring afternoon. Trees grow tall around you and the sunlight warms your face. You're carrying a small bag and a warm blanket, and you arrive on the banks of a fast-flowing stream. You place the folded blanket on the soft bed of dry leaves, and when you sit down in it, you instantly feel absolutely comfortable and at peace. The folds of the blanket wrap around you, and you feel warm and protected. Across the stream, flowers are growing, blooms of blue and white and yellow. The only sound is the running water and the birds singing in the trees. It is a sacred, peaceful space. It smells fresh and alive. You open the bag you've been carrying and take out the precious objects within. The bag contains everything you need, and there's a bright red cord which you lay around you in the form of a circle, securing the boundaries of your circular space. There are flower garlands in which you lay in the earth in front of you, and there is a small red candle in a golden bowl whose sides are pierced with little heart-shaped cutouts. And when you light the candle with the matches that you find in the bag, the flame of the candle glows bright, and its light shines out through the hearts in the side of the bowl. As you light your candle, you feel that you've begun a ritual process of great beauty and power. The light shines on you, and you sit comfortably in the warm blanket and hear the sound of the running water by your side. You take the flower garlands and place them around your neck, smelling the fresh smell of the blooms. The fragrance is exquisite, and you reach out your hand to touch your fingertips in the running water of the stream and lift them up to your head. Drops of water touch the crown of your head, and you feel yourself anointed. You're at one with the stream and the trees, the flowers and the creatures of the forest. The mother of the forest embraces you, and the water from the stream anoints you, and you hear the words from your heart. I feel myself anointed by the whole of nature. I honor my own power and wisdom. I am fully myself. I fully inhabit the world in my power. I am ready for this next phase of life. I am met and honored. Knowing that this ritual is complete, experience the quality of feeling that it creates.
Savor the sense of peaceful welcome that the whole forest extends to you, and know that you're at home in the world, your own true self. You are free to be simply part of the living pulse of the planet, a woman who embraces her own power to live her truth. This ritual has affirmed this. Have a sense of real connection to this powerful image, tender and very potent. Starting to bring your awareness back into the room, back into where your body is lying on the floor. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, stretching your arms over your head, away from your body. Stretch your feet away from your body, rolling your knees in and giving yourself a wee hug. And rolling from side to side to loosen up your sacrum. Rolling onto your right side into recovered position and just staying there. And then gently pushing yourself up to seated position, placing your hands in Anjali Mudra. We're going to end with an Om. Here we go. Thank you for practicing yoga with me tonight. It feels like a really kind of like strong feminine power this evening. You know, we've normally got some men in here, and I'd like have the men here, but it's been really like, feels different when it's like there's a lot of women in the room as well. So it's been a bit different, but thank you. I'll see you guys all very soon. Bye, Alana. Bye.